We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always with my brother Tim. And today we have another NHL slate we get to go over. We get another NBA slate we get to go over. And I believe we have a couple college football games today. I don't think we're not going over those though. I believe we're split on one game and we passed on the other. So it is what it is. So we have, I believe, 5 hockey games. We have 9 NBA games. It should be an interesting slate. But before we get into what happened, or get into today's slate, before we get into the games happening today, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. And yesterday, let's see, it was really football that cost me a good day. Looking at it, I'll start it off with football. I got ULL at -11, and they went 21-17. They closed at, I believe, 13.5-point favorites. I beat a line movement there, had some nice CLV. They couldn't get the job done. Did have the Colts first half -6, and then I also did have the team total under for the Jets. So I split last night on that Thursday night game and lost a little to the juice. With the NBA, I went 2-1. Philadelphia -5.5 cashes. And then also I lost on Miami -6.5. But then I finished off the night with a win and a game I wish I bet a money line on. I got the Oklahoma City Thunder at +14.5. They go down to +11, +10.5 after LeBron James is ruled out, and they win straight up as 11-point underdogs, 107-104. How about that? And then in hockey, I went 1, 2, try to calculate my record here. 1, 2, 3, 3 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 4. Got wins from the first period unders in the New York Montreal game and the Toronto and Tampa Bay game. Tampa Bay continues to be a really good first period under team. And I also got a win from the Seattle Kraken. They take care of business against those Sabres 5-2. Loser on the Sharks. They lose 5-3 against the Blues, against a third string rookie goaltender making their NHL debut. I'd make that bet again. The first period over 1.5 did not cash in Seattle, as well as the first period over in Vegas. Both those games did go over the total, though. And I also lost on the under 5.5 in that Calgary-Dallas game. So, a slightly losing day. I finished down around 2 units, but hoping to turn it around today. I got some spots I do like.
Yeah, I think yesterday was the definition of a break-even day. NBA 2-2, football altogether 1-1. In NBA, got wins from the Jazz and wins from that under in that Oklahoma City game. Loss from Miami that just did not show up. I kind of felt, I bet the line at 7.5. And then it dropped to 6, and I didn't like it. I really that at that moment I knew that one was a loser. And then I had the over in that Phoenix game. I did not expect a lot of scoring from that game, and it ended up going over by 14 points. So 2-2 day there. Had the Colts -10.5. Had ULL -13.5. One of them cashed, one of them didn't. So ultimately, it was like a 3-3 day. But the reason why I was profitable yesterday, Counter-Strike. Heroic got the job done. I had them bet full game. I had them bets on map 2 and 3. They lost map 2. They won map 3. But the game I really made money on, G2 and NIP, I was on G2 full game. I bet G2 map 1, map 2, and the sweep at +230. All 4 of those bets cashed. So ultimately, it was a nice profitable day. But that was because of Counter-Strike. I'm ready to get back into more stuff today. And I do have my Counter-Strike plays typed up into the scroller when that pops across. So I'm ready to get into make some money today.
Sounds good. Then we will get into some NBA here. We're going to kick it on off here with the San Antonio Spurs at the Orlando Magic in this spot. Spurs 3.5-point road favorites in this game, plus 145 run back here with the Magic total to 13.5. What are you looking at for this game?
Yeah, I went under in this game. I just feel like this one's going to be a lower scoring game, obviously. Orlando, yes, I know they've been hitting overs a bunch. I just don't believe in it today. They're averaging 101 points a game, which is third last in the league. Spurs on the other side haven't really been. I mean, they've been averaging a little bit less than 110. But I just see a lower scoring game. It's at a 212. I just grabbed it under. I just do not see Orlando going and scoring a crazy amount tonight. I think San Antonio wins this game. But I don't even think San Antonio hit the 100 points tonight. So I'm going to go under.
Yeah, for me, I'd be leaning towards the Magic in this one at plus 3.5. I had this game handicapped San Antonio -2. Not a play I got on. I only got on 2 totals today. I didn't bet anything else. I don't like any sides. All these sides are about right. They're priced correctly. So stay off here for the first one for me here.
Fair enough.
Moving on. As the Brooklyn Nets are at the Detroit Pistons here. Nets 10.5-point road favorites here in Detroit. Plus 430 run back here on the home dog. Total 210.5. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, this is... And everybody knows my feelings on the Brooklyn Nets and that I hardly bet them. I don't think they're a good team. I'm on them today, -10.5. It's a good spot for them because Detroit's coming on. They're on a second leg of a back-to-back after playing Philly last night. I just think it's a overall good spot for them. Looking at it, should Brooklyn win by double digits? Yes, they very well should, and I have them doing that. I'm just not. This Detroit team is 1-7, 2-6 against the spread. Not particularly good team. You're going to see Cade Cunningham play in this one, so at least that's a little bit of a positive. But I'm still not a believer in this Pistons team, especially on the back end of a double back-to-back. I'll take Brooklyn -10.5. I got it at 10.
Gotcha. Yeah, give me the under 210.5 in this game. My numbers, I had this priced around 207.5. Both these teams have averaged under this 210.5 in the last 5 games. And Brooklyn's been an under team this year. As crazy as that sounds, they've gone under in 7 of 8 games. And Detroit's actually 3-4-1 over under so far this season. So both these teams have been trending more towards the unders as of late, and I like that spot here at 210.5. I'd also lean towards the team total under for Brooklyn at 210.5 or at 110.5. I think this is a low-scoring game where you see it like 96 to 85 or something along those lines. I think it's one of those type of games where it is a no doubt under. So give me under 210.5 for this spot.
I like that. That's fine. We got another good one. This one's one of my more. I'm excited for this one. This one's a good game.
Yeah, we have the Memphis Grizzlies at the Washington Wizards here. Wizards this is a pick'em. Total of 220.5 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Memphis. This Memphis team has just been solid the past couple of games. Wins again, 2 wins back to back against Denver. That's no easy feat, and they were able to manage to do that. Washington, after starting out 5-1, have lost their last 2 against an Atlanta team, fine, and Toronto, which I'm not super high on Toronto. I think this is another spot where Washington picks up another loss tonight. I think Memphis is a good, scrappy team. Dylan Brooks will remain out, but he hasn't played all year. I think Memphis goes into Washington, grabs a win, and heads out, taking them on the pick'em line.
Sounds good. Yeah, I didn't get to this one at all. I had this labeled around a pick'em, which is right. And I had this total around 215, 216, which you're getting at 220.5. So it'd probably be lean towards the under in this spot here. The only thing that kept me off of that one is Washington's averaging around 221 in their last 5 games. So I don't like to do it when one team is averaging above that line and the other one isn't. I need both teams above or below that line. So that's what kept me off of this game. It'd be a lean towards a team total under or an under in this game, but no play awesome.
That's fair. Good morning. OKC plus 500 last night. LOL, fade the Lakers is working off. I said during the stream that I was really, really intrigued on going after that, and I never did. And I'm kind of kicking myself for it. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, hey, nice hit. Like, share, repeat. Appreciate it. Go ahead and move on to this game.
Yeah, we are looking at the Milwaukee Bucks hosting the New York Knicks in this spot. The Bucks now only 4-point favorites at home here. Total 152 money line run back here with the Knicks. Total 217. What are you looking at for this game?
I pass on this game. If anything, it'd be a lean towards the Bucks. I know everybody's gonna be looking at it. Middleton out. Holiday questionable. Brook Lopez out. DiVincenzo remains out. They're gonna look at this Brooklyn team and go, "Wow, this team's beat up and everything." And that I wouldn't be surprised if that Knicks line keeps dropping and dropping. And this kind of has that feel from that Pacers game the other day, because Milwaukee has not been playing well. They have not. They've been beat up and injured. Granted, they did win against Detroit. Have losses against Utah, San Antonio, Milwaukee. Sorry, Memphis. Minnesota. So Minnesota, San Antonio, and Utah the past 3 games before beating Detroit. This Bucks team is struggling, and the fact that they're favorites right now against a healthy Knicks team
says a lot.
This just makes me want to bet Milwaukee. I feel like this is a trap line for people wanting to bet New York, very similar to that Pacers game. But this is one of the games I laid off if I did not bet it.
Yeah, looking at this spot here, I'm looking to potentially add a play on this game, and the play would be team total under 106.5 for the New York Knicks. I expect a lower scoring game in this one. I had this one at 213.5, so I didn't see value on the overall total. And I had this game handicap Milwaukee -5, so I see a point value on the Milwaukee Bucks. So I'm going to pull the trigger on this one. Give me the New York Knicks here, team total under 106.5. I expect this to be a lower scoring game. And yeah, to your point, Milwaukee, we're seeing all these players out, and you would think at this point the Knicks are a capable team. They are going to be a halfway decent team this year, and the question is, why aren't they at least pick them in this game?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't they? Why isn't this a closer line? I know it's Milwaukee at home, but I mean, this is a spot where I like the Bucks in this game, and I lean towards the under. Those were not strong enough for me to bet the game on the side or total, but I'm going to tag team them and take the team total under 106 in this spot with the New York Knicks. I think that we see a lower scoring game in this spot, which causes the Knicks to go under here.
I like it. Keep on moving on, trucking through the slate.
Yeah, Cleveland's at Toronto in this spot here. Toronto 5.5-point home favorites. Plus 185 run back here on these Cleveland Cavaliers. Total 26.5. What are you looking at in this game?
This Cleveland team is scrappy. They're 5-4 this year. Did not expect that. 6-3 against the spread. This team is a lot better than people think. They have the players to possibly. I'm not calling them a playoff team by any stretch. They got Evan Mobley, which has been a really good rookie. He's been averaging really well this year. Jarrett Allen, really good center. Garland and Sexton as their point guards. They are a little bit lacking right now without Lauri Markkanen, but this Cleveland team has the potential to be a very scrappy team. I'm grabbing them today, plus 5.5 versus Toronto. Even a little bit sprinkle on that money line. I do think Cleveland is a good team. I think they're going to be a slept-on team this year. I'm moving in on them. I'm going Cleveland plus 5.5. They've been getting the job done lately. I'm going to keep it going with them.
Yeah, this is a stay off for me overall in this game. I had this game handicapped at 5.5, 6. So I think this line's about right. And I had the total calculated around 207.5, and it's a 206.5. So no value on either side here or total. So this was an easy stay off for me.
Fair enough. Go ahead and keep on moving on. I just flipped some stuff around. There we go.
Yeah, the LA Clippers are at the Minnesota Timberwolves in this one here. The Clippers 2.5-point road favorites, plus 120 run back here with the T-Wolves. Total 215.5. Where are you looking at this game?
This is another game that I passed on. I out of there's 9 games today? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 9. I have 6 plays. This is one of the 3 games I did not get to. I will also not have a play in that Golden State game. But if anything, I guess this one's a lean towards the Clippers at -2.5. Only reason why I say that, D'Angelo Russell remains out tonight with a ankle injury. And then all the normal people for the Clippers are still out with Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, and Monte Morris. It would be a lean towards the Clippers. I'm not betting this game. This is one of the ones I laid off of.
Yeah, I do like the spot in this game. I like the under 215.5 in this spot. I had this game handicapped at 208.5. So I see around 7 points of value on this total. Both these teams have been trending more towards the under as of late. And this is a low-scoring game, I think, in this spot. And then for me, on the side, it would be a lean towards the Minnesota Timberwolves on the money line at +120. I had this game handicapped around Clippers -1. So I only see 1.5 of value here with these Timberwolves. But that +120 is kind of appealing there for that side for the money line. So it'd be a lean towards the T-Wolves there. But my play is the under 215.5, and maybe a lean towards that team total under 109 for the Clippers.
I don't mind that at all. You do see these offenses really start to they really start to struggle throughout the beginning of the year. So makes sense. Go ahead and move on.
Moving on to the 10 o'clock games. The Pelicans are at the Warriors here. Warriors 9.5 point home favorites in this one, +360 run back here at the Pels, total 216. Thoughts?
Yeah, this is the other game I left off. It's just I'm not sure about this one. It's at 9.5. I feel like it's a lot. New Orleans has been covering spreads, but I don't think they can cover a spread against Golden State. This Golden State team is almost healthy. They're still missing James Wiseman, who has been cleared to return to full practice, and that was on the 1st. So he should be back soon. Klay Thompson is expected to be cleared to full contact within a month, and that was on the 14th. So within the next 2 weeks, he should be cleared for full contact, which means he could be back out there in a month or so. But with this New Orleans team, still without Zion, and then they're questionable for Brandon Ingram. I really just it would be a lean towards New Orleans in this one at the +9.5. That's a lot of points. I just can't get behind it right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pass game for me. The only thing tipping me off total here is that New Orleans averages their average the last 5 games 217.2, which is above that 216 at where the number is at. Because I did have this game handicapped at a 210. I also have this game handicapped at Warriors -10. So this is a stay off game for me. Maybe it's a lean towards the under. It's a lean towards a team total under potentially with these Pelicans, but I'm going to stay off this one.
Did you say your total was 210?
I estimated it at 210, but the Warriors numbers kept me off of it. No, the Pelicans numbers kept me off of it.
Fair enough. Chanel is on the Timberwolves. Okay,
nice.
I don't mind that. It's just the they're missing what's his face, D'Angelo Russell, which has been one of their bigger players. But hey, good luck to you. I passed on the game, so I'm not gonna say on that one. Plus money.
Yeah. Next, we get the Sacramento Kings as a massive 1 point in this spot here. Total 228.5. Where are you looking at in this game?
Yeah, I believe this is Charlotte's. Oh no, this is their second game on a Western trip. I'm on the Kings in this one. I think this Kings are a very scrappy team. I'm a big fan of this Kings team this year. I'm high on them. Fox, I think, is gonna have a really good year. He's been having a good year to start off. Barnes has been having a really good year. Holmes, Halliburton, but I just think that this Sacramento team is all around a really good offensive team. And they get to go up against Charlotte. I think this one could look at an over as well. I know it's a 227.5, and we really haven't seen much stuff go over that. But I think it could be a solid spot as well in this game, is going after the over. But I'm on Sacramento in this game. I think they get the job done at home. I'm not as high on the Charlotte team. They're 5-4 now. After starting, I think they started 5-1, 5-2. They started 5-2, and since then I've lost to Cleveland and Golden State. So, those are two good teams, but Sacramento I feel is up there with Cleveland and Golden State. So, I'm going with Sacramento in this game.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. This was a late addition for me here. I just added this a minute ago. I just added the Sacramento Kings money line at -115. I had this game handicapped around 2.5, so I see 2.5 points of value on this normal line. -115, I consider a normal line, so I can consider that a pick 'em. And I like the Kings in this spot here. I think they take care of business at home. They have looked really good to start this season, and Charlotte has cooled down. This is what you said, their second game of a West Coast trip, which that's always a great fade spot. Sacramento, even though they're 4-4, they're 5-3 against the spread, so they have been covering numbers pretty well this year. They've covered 2 in a row against Utah and against New Orleans, so I think they're able to do it again today. They've covered actually 4 of their last 5. They've been making some money lately. The only game they didn't cover it by 1.5 points against the Dallas Mavericks. So give me the Kings here, -115.
I like it. Sacktown all day, all the way. Yes. Buffalo let you down last night. Yeah. Nick was on the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
But we got one more NBA game, and then we have to go over some hockey games.
We get to go over some hockey games. Indiana Pacers are at the Portland Trailblazers in this one. Portland 4-point favorites in this game. Total of 224.5. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, both these teams have just been very underwhelming this year. But for the first time this year, this Indiana team is healthy. Brogdon will be in the lineup. Levert's in the lineup. They actually have everybody good to go tonight. On the other side, Portland's been healthy too. I'm actually going after Portland. I'm going after that -4. I think they get the job done tonight. Home favorites. I think there's a good game for Dame. CJ McCollum Dame back and forth, I feel like it could be really deadly at some times. It has not been this year. Obviously, that's why they're not winning games. But I feel like this is a Portland spot, taking the -4. They've been playing. Neither of these two teams have been playing necessarily that good. Portland's on a 3-game losing streak. I think they snap it tonight at home. Pacers, I'm not high on the Pacers. I'm not. I know they're fully healthy now. They just got that big win off the Knicks. I like the Portland Trailblazers in the spot -4. That's where my numbers are telling me to go.
Yeah, and my numbers are telling me to stay off this game. I have this game handicapped 3.5, 4. So I see no value on either side in this spot. And I actually haven't gotten to any totals on this one yet. So this one's a pass for me. Be leaning towards, I guess, the Pacers at 4. But 3.5 and 4, I'm not going to really be betting that. So I'm going to stay off this game.
Fair enough. But that is all of the basketball games for today. Now we have to go over some hockey. And I get to go over. I know, I'm messing with that.
It's only 5 games. You're only fine.
You know what? Shush. We get to start off in Winnipeg for today's games. Winnipeg's a -167 favorite versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Run back of around a +145, depending on your book. A total of 6 in this game. Winnipeg 5-2-2 this year. Chicago 1-8-2 this year. Where you going?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the ugly road dog here. I had this game handicapped around 140, and I'm getting the Blackhawks at 151 here. So I really like the Blackhawks in this spot. I think there's value on them here. I'm giving them around a 42% chance to win. That's where I got that number. So I think the Blackhawks this is just a straight value play here. They almost came through for me as a +140 underdog in their last game. They're up 3-1 against those Carolina Hurricanes and then managed to blow that lead in the third period. Very frustrating result to their last game, but I think they bounced back here. Winnipeg has been they've been okay this year, 5-2-2. So they're about a 500 team at this moment. And the real question is who's going to be in net for the Winnipeg Jets. I believe Hellebuck is going to be back today. He was He said he didn't practice on Thursday due to an unspecific illness. He should be okay. But if he's unavailable, it's potentially going to be Eric Cormy, which I think is going to be which would be even better for these Chicago Blackhawks. I like the Blackhawks here at a plus price here, plus 150 in this game.
Fair enough. Hey, you're never going to argue with plus money, though.
Yeah.
Those draws both cashed yesterday. Yes. Terry was excited
crazy
about that one. Yeah. Ew, really?
Hey, it is what it is.
We'll go ahead and move on. You get the New York Rangers in Edmonton tonight. 145, 135 favorites for Edmonton, depending on the book. Total of 6 in this game. Rangers 6-2-2 to start off the year, 8-1 for the Edmonton Oilers. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
What if I told you that there is a trend in this game where this play has hit at 90% so far this season, and you can bet it at a plus 125? Give me the first period under here of New York and Edmonton. The first period unders are 9-1 in New York Ranger games this year, and you can get that for plus 125. This is another game on this West Coast road trip for these New York Rangers. Yes, I know it's terrifying betting an under, especially with these Oilers. But Igor Shesterkin has been really good this year. He should be one of the starters for, I believe, the Russian team come Olympic time. And he's looked really good this year. 5-1-1, a 1.85 goals allowed average, a 1.43 save percentage. And honestly, I don't see any here on my book, but if you can see any potential futures plays, maybe him to win the Vezina Trophy is not out of reach. I like I would lean New York Rangers in this spot on the side, but I didn't see any value on the side. I'm going to go first period under 1.5 at plus 125 in this game.
That's fair. Hey, can't argue with plus money on something that is hitting at that high of a clip. So that works with us. Go to the next game. We get the Arizona Coyotes taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Solid matchup in this one. Just a beauty. Anaheim 4-4-2-1 this year. The Arizona Coyotes 0-9-0-1. So they've lost their first 10 games of the year. Ducks minus 175 favorites now. Total of 5.5 or 5 on some books. We're going to use 5. Does Arizona get their first win tonight?
No. And this game is a good example of why people should be betting their lines early. I got the Anaheim Ducks at minus 157 last night. And they're now up to minus 175. So I honestly don't know how good I feel about this game now. I had this game priced around 185. So, I mean, I wouldn't talk you guys off of the Anaheim puck line at plus 150. I think that's a very nice spot there. You're getting great plus money to fade the Coyotes on the puck line. And let me see, is the right goalie in net here? Yeah. Projected for Karel Vejmelka in net for these Arizona Coyotes. Honestly, if you want the Coyotes, take them in the first period here at plus 135, or you can lay the 175 for them plus a half, or you can just take the first period under 1.5 at minus 120. I don't mind that spot either. With Vejmelka in net, they've gone under this total, I believe, in 4 of 5. And he's looked really good in net. Even though he's 0-6-0, he has a 2.54 goals allowed average, but a 922 save percentage. He's just looked bad because, hey, the team looks bad. He looks like one of those players where if he were to go to a better team, he could be a pretty decent goalie for what we've seen so far. So I like the Ducks, though, full game in this spot. I may add on the first period under once Karel Vejmelka is confirmed in net, because it's also going to be John Gibson on the other side. And this total, though, it would only be a first period over, not a full game. First period under, not a full game under, because it's a 5 now. It's a 5 for that under. So it'd be a lean towards the first period under, but a bet on the Anaheim Ducks. Unfortunately, it's gone up to minus 174, though.
Fair enough. Marcos, What up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Social appreciation. Subscribe and share. Show the Earls twins some love, people. They deserve it. Thank you, dude. We appreciate it. Tim, full NBA slate, bro. Let's get the bag. Let's get it. All my plays scrolling across the bottom. We've already went over NBA. I got the Ducks when the line first came out at -135. See that line's early.
Yeah, hell yeah. There you go.
You guys watched the Maple Leafs game last night. It was so good.
Only part of the first period because I had the first period under. Once the first period was over, my game was over for that one. So, no.
I don't watch hockey. Can Arizona get their first win today?
Potentially. It wouldn't surprise me. This Ducks team knows how to mess things up.
Fair enough. We get 2 more hockey games left on today's slate. We get to go to Vancouver for the next one. Nashville Predators in Canada facing on against the Canucks. -135-ish favorites for the Vancouver Canucks in this one. Total of 5.5 in this game. You get the Predators at 5-5 to start off the year. 4-5-0-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
I was on the Predators last night. I got them at +105. That line jumped. That's not good. I still like the Predators though, even more at this price. This game priced around a pick 'em, so you're getting value here with these Nashville Predators. Now at +125. I wish I waited on this one. I didn't think that much Vancouver money would come in overnight. Philip Forsberg is out for these Nashville Predators, so maybe that played a little bit into it. But I like the Preds in this spot. I think they're a good road dog in this game. I think they're a live dog in this game, and that's where I'm going in this one. Looking at it, I'd also lean towards the under in this game. I believe that's what I gave out for Total Chaos last night. Nashville is coming in off of a 5-2 loss, but that was a fadeable spot there against Edmonton. That was the second game of their West Coast road trip after an overtime win and a back-to-back the night before. So that was a very fadeable spot for Nashville. Now they got a day of rest. They're in Vancouver. Their third game in that Western Canadian road trip. They're leaning towards the under, where they've gone under in 5 of 6, with the only one they didn't go under with being a push. So probably to lean towards the under, but I like Nashville at +125 here. I think that's a nice little value spot.
There you go. Yeah, well, let's jump into that last game of the night. This one between New Jersey and Los Angeles. LA is a -123 favorite in this one. Total of 5.5. Devils started off well this year. They've kind of slowed down a little bit. 4-3-0-1. Kings 5-4-1 this year. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, I passed. I didn't see any value on this game. It'd be a lean towards the Devils, I guess, if I had to get to somewhere here, and a lean towards the under. Since they lost Hughes, this offense is diminished for the New Jersey Devils in this spot, and the Kings are coming off of an overtime win against the St. Louis Blues 2 nights ago. I see this being a 3-2 game. I can see this being a 3-2 game in overtime. Regulation draws +300 if anyone's interested in that one. I think that has some potential to it. The Kings have played a few overtimes so far this season. I don't really bet draws, though, so this one's a pass for me, though. I see nothing in this game I like.
That's fair. Back to the chat before we do our housekeeping and summary wrap-up. That Nick line was at a 4.5. Holiday got ruled in and then went up to a 6.5. I took the 6.5 a couple hours ago, finally bet the early line, and now it's back down to 4.
There you go.
Okay. That's one of the games I just laid off of. I just didn't like the line movement in that one. Too many moving pieces. That one I just laid off of. Good game with the toss-up. Yeah, that last one, yeah. I looked at your NBA plays scrolling, Tim. I'm also rewinding to watch what I missed. Oh, sounds good, Marcos. Appreciate it. But that's all the games for today. It was kind of a little bit of a lighter slate. Powered through it. And we'll go ahead and do a recap in just a second. Of course, some housekeeping as per usual. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch. All linked down below if you guys are interested in that. Picks and Parleys team, Craig did his show earlier, 7 minutes, 5 plays, if you're interested in that. Me and Nick live now. Higgs at 12, Allie at 1:30. Game time decision at 6. Tons of free pick videos coming out tonight on all the channels. So just make sure you guys are subscribed to Earle Sports Bets, Picks and Parleys, and Winning Free Picks. Check them all out. I should have their links in the description below. Do a quick recap. Pistons under. I love the 214, and now it's went down to 210. Yeah, of course they just
210 now.
Is it actually? Yeah, 210.5. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's where I got it at 210.5.
Yep. Sounds good, Marcos. Recap for today. I am on Portland -4. I'm on the Memphis money line. I'm on the Cleveland Cavaliers +6, Brooklyn -10. The under in that San Antonio game, which I kind of got a bad line on, but not a big deal. And then Sacramento Kings money line. If you guys are interested in some Counter-Strike. Furia plus the 1.5 and a sprinkle on the money line. Vitality plus a 1.5 and a sprinkle on the money line. Nick?
Yeah, I'll start my NBA. I'm on that under in Detroit, 210.5. I still think there's value on that line. Under 215.5, Clippers and T-Wolves. Knicks team total under 106.5. Sacramento money line. For the ice, we have the Rangers first period under 1.5 at +125. The Blackhawks +152. The Predators +125, and the Ducks at -157.
Sound good. Nick, go ahead and wrap up the stream for today.
Yeah, that should just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESP, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.